So let's look at my internal medicine rank order list. And I have to give a disclaimer because I'm going to be using program names and I really don't want to either support or offend any programs. So let's look at these programs. So I had 14 programs where I interviewed. Now, this was many years ago, around maybe I think 2005 or so. But the strategy and the working of the match is unchanged. So let's look at these programs. Internal medicine, Emory University in Atlanta, Arkansas, Little Rock. This is third is Missouri Columbia, University Hospital, Missouri Columbia, SUNY Upstate in Syracuse, Medical College, Georgia, Augusta, St. Louis University, UConn in Farmington and Hartford. I remember they had 3 hospitals, Beaumont Hospital, Royal Oak, Michigan, Albert Einstein's in Philly, St. Vincent Hospital, Worcester, Harbor Hospital, this is in Baltimore, Maryland, Sinai Grace, Hurley Medical Center in Flint, Michigan. Now, 2 things. I did not rank SUNY Brooklyn, nothing against it. I really could not see myself in the Big Apple. I ranked all the programs that I interviewed at, programs that you will see later, were not really super desirable. I thought I would be still okay with that, and I really didn't want to, waste a year being unmatched. So what did I do after I listed out these 13 programs? Off the bat, you'll see that try to classify them as university programs versus community hospitals. So you can see all the university hospitals came up top, community hospitals came down. So that was like one of my preferences, is that I really want to be in a teaching hospital, university hospital. I really felt that university hospitals do, have much more robust teaching faculty, research opportunities, and really, I was really wanting to be in an academic environment even after residency. So I felt I would do better in a, kind of university hospital. So that's why I kind of arranged it that way. But then what happened is I had to make a revision because visa sponsorship was very important to me. I was really looking for programs that sponsored me H-1B visa. So what I did is, so then I took these 4 programs, 4, 5, 6, and 7, which are, at least at that time, were J1 programs. So I had to really move them down. And so that's what I did in the first revision. So you can see these are now my H-1B teaching hospitals, university hospitals. Because I moved the 4, 5, 6, 7 down, 9, 10 went up, and that's what really happened here. And so those are the J1 programs, and I also had some programs as backup. Then I had to make another revision because I was also really thinking of doing fellowship. I really didn't know which one, but I did know I wanted to pursue that. So I then had a preference of being in a program that had fellowships in that same hospital. And so when I looked from top to bottom, this was one, at least that time didn't have fellowship, so I had to move that down. And that's what I did here. Then I still made another revision, and because it's called an iterative process. You have to keep identifying your priorities and keep moving these programs till you come to a list that works best for you. So the third revision was because of location, because I guess I was too much affected by looking at all the crime statistics in the news. And so what I did is these 2 programs, Philly, Albert Einstein in Philly, St. Louis University, I had to move them down. You'll see that I still kept Emory University up there. That's in Atlanta. But at least at that time, when I was doing my interviews, that's where I was based. So I didn't really feel too bad about moving out of working there in Atlanta. But these 2 programs were quite unfamiliar. These 2 cities were very unfamiliar to me. And I was like, okay, I don't think I'll be very happy living there. So I had to move them down. So you can see I moved these 2 down here. Then there was one more revision that was needed, and this was because I really wanted to be in a program that was IMG friendly, and there was some familiarity. Familiarity means that knowing either a resident or former graduate or an attending also. I believe this was a time when I was quite homesick, and I really needed to make sure I had a good support system for my 3 years of residency. So I really felt that was important. The only change I had to make at that time was move Medical College of Georgia, Augusta down. So I moved it a little bit down here. So that was my rank order list that was submitted for the match that I certified. So I matched, and this was at the fourth program, Beaumont Hospital. Sorry. And I guess I got lucky because the next few programs were all J1 programs. So that's my rank order list. You saw how I moved the programs kind of up and down based on my preferences, which was first university hospital versus community hospital. The second one was H1B versus J1 visa. Third was fellowship, yes or no. Location, safe, and if I really wanted to be in that city or town or not. And last was, IMG friendly and familiarity. That's how those were my 5 preferences, and that's how I developed the rank order.